story to tell you. My boyfriend surprised me with a trip to the studio tours, Harry Potter studio tours in Watford, and little did I know that he had a little surprise plan for me. So at the end of the tour, when you come to the giant model of Hogwarts, he said, "Oh, shall we ask somebody to take our picture in front of the castle?" And I was like, okay. And he found a cast member and asked her to hold the camera and everything. So there I was posing for a picture with him, and all of a sudden he gives me a kiss and he gets down on one knee and he proposes, and all the music is welling and it just, the lights are down low and the castle's all lit up, and it was just fantastic. I obviously cried. It was just the best moment of my entire life, and I'm so grateful that he did it somewhere that I would be ecstatic about. I'm gonna put the clip of the engagement at the end of this video so you can see what happened and how it went down. I think you'll really like it. This is my ring. It's very vintagey looking, and here there are two hidden sapphires, and they are obviously very blue, so I said they are Ravenclaw blue because I am a Ravenclaw, so now I have a Ravenclaw engagement ring and I'm just so happy. For now though, I'm going to go through some of the things I bought this time round. It is actually my 5th time at the studio tours, but I haven't been since the train and everything, the platform 9 3/4 thing was added, so I hadn't seen any of that before, so most of the things I bought were to do with that. Firstly, I'll show you one of the things that I think is quite new to the studio tour. It is these shopper bags. So it's basically like a bag for life, but now that the UK has instilled this rule that you have to pay for carrier bags now, I think that's why they've brought this out. It's just basically like a thick waxed tote bag, and it has the Hogwarts Express on it, platform 9 3/4. It says the making of Harry Potter, one for the studio tour at the top there. I'm sorry about the glare, it's terrible. But yeah, this was, I don't know what the original price was, but if you buy anything that requires a larger bag, you can just pick up one of these and they'll reduce it for you and put all your stuff into it. So this was £2.95 if you buy other stuff with it. So it's not too bad. And obviously because we have to use bags for life nowadays, it's going to get used a lot when I go shopping. Another thing I bought was these. They are exploding bonbons. They're just little chocolates. I did have these from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter when I went to Orlando in October last year, and I did post a review of those in one of my videos. You'll find it on my channel. They pretty much taste the same. I think they taste a little bit stronger than the ones in America. They taste more orangey, and the centre is softer than the ones in America. The ones in America were just a very hard white chocolate with some orange popping candy in the centre. These are a softer white chocolate with kind of a very, very soft centre, white chocolate centre, and then the orange popping candy as well. They were $7.95, so not too bad, and I have, as you can see, eaten some of them, but they're very interesting and a nice little thing to pick up instead of the usual chocolate frogs and Bertie Bott's beans and everything like that. Next I bought these lollipops. They're quite large. They're just different coloured lollipops, and they've got the Honeydew sticker on the very top there. I only bought these because they didn't have them last time I was at the tour, and they have some really cool flavours. I mean, this one is cherry cola, and this one's sour apple, but they had all sorts like mango and cream. They weren't very expensive. They were $1.45 each, so I picked up two, and now I've done the video, I can give them a try and I'll let you know in the description if they were any good or not. Next up, the studio tour has started selling a jewellery range. You'll find charm bracelets, and you can buy a variety of charms to go on them. I already have my own Pandora bracelet, and I was thinking of buying some of the charms because they are Pandora style, but I didn't want to put non-Pandora charms on my Pandora bracelet, so I decided to go for something else instead. I got these platform 9 3/4 dangling earrings. These were $9.95, which isn't too bad. It's a bit pricey for the size of the earrings and everything, but you're going to pay that there, let's face it. And I will wear these all the time, and they're not something that screams Harry Potter, but they'll add a little bit of Harry Potter to every outfit I get to wear, so I like those. If you've seen my other videos, you'll know that I collect pin badges, and I noticed the other day that I don't actually have any Ravenclaw badges. When I went to Florida, I didn't buy anything to do with my house pretty much, so I picked this pin up, and it's just the Ravenclaw crest, so shiny, and that'll go with the rest of my pin collection. It was $6.95, so nice and affordable, and it's quite weighty and good quality, so it's nice to add to my collection. Another pin I bought was from the actual platform 9 3/4 shop halfway around the tour. I'll say if you do go in this shop and you see anything you like, buy it there and then, because it might not be available in the actual store at the end of the tour. They sell a lot of stuff that is specific to the Hogwarts Express that isn't available in the normal tour shop. So literally just buy it there and then. I'm glad I did, because this item wasn't in the store at the end. It's another pin, and it just says Hogwarts Railways, and it has the Hogwarts crest in the centre, and it looks a lot like the signage on the actual Hogwarts Express. So it's a nice maroon colour. The centre has cream enamel. Again, it's nice weighty metal, so it's good quality, and it's like a brassy coloured pin. This one was $7.95. Again, it is really good quality, slightly better quality than the Ravenclaw pins, hence why it's £1 more, but again worth it, and it'll go with my collection. Next up, I got this fridge magnet. It is just a very heavy brass magnet. It was $6.95, so about the same price as the pins and key rings that they sell, and it is a huge and very heavy magnet. It is Department for the Regulation and Control of Magical Creatures, so it's part of the Ministry of Magic. The back is one giant magnet, says the making of Harry Potter on the back. Okay, so I usually buy an item of clothing every time I go. This time there wasn't much choice. A lot of the things they had I already owned, like the Quidditch t-shirts and like the house t-shirts and like the jumpers and everything. I already own those, so I was looking for something different, and they now do the t-shirts for the Quidditch teams that are mentioned in the books. So I bought this one. It is a Holyhead Harpies t-shirt. Holyhead Harpies are a women's Quidditch team that Ginny Weasley ends up playing for. They're in the same league as the Chudley Cannons, which is Ron's favourite team. I always preferred the Holyhead Harpies because I just prefer their emblem, I prefer their colour green. It goes well with the white hair, so I had to buy it. It was $19.95. I bought it separate to everything else, so I had to pay for a carrier bag, which was 5p, so overall £20 for this. Now that I'm a bit older and I've got to be a bit more grown up, I've started buying things that I can actually use in mine and my fiance's house. It's so weird saying fiance. At the platform 9 3/4 shop I found these. They are Hogwarts Railway coasters, and it's a pack of 4, and they're really heavy. It's just a round coaster, and it's made of a kind of clay, I want to say. So I don't want to shove anything down on these really hard, but they're really nice quality. And it just says Hogwarts Railways, which is the same as the pin badge I've got. The crest in the centre, and on the back it's got a cork protective pad. These were $13.95, and I thought that was pretty good for what they are. I mean, the household items that they sell at the tours, they usually put quite a big price tag on them. So for 4 really good quality coasters that are definitely going to get used in my house pretty much every day, I didn't mind paying that price. So $13.95, it's a nice little touch of Harry Potter to have around your house. Last but certainly not least on the Harry Potter front is my platform 9 3/4 Hogwarts Express cushion. I've seen this in so many videos, but I can understand why people buy it. It is such a gorgeous pillow. It looks amazing quality. Everything is stitched on. It's not, except for this is just like a transfer, plastic transfer, but the 9 3/4 logo and the Hogwarts Express logo is all stitched. There's gold roping all around the edges. It is amazingly soft, but it's still quite sturdy enough to not lose its shape. Another little touch of Harry Potter for our house. It was $18.95, so a little bit pricey, but considering that the coasters were $13.95, this giant cushion being $18.95, I think that's pretty good. So this is like my favourite item of the day, I think, other than my engagement ring. Before I go, I thought I'd show you a few things. I had a few pennies left over from my trip to Harry Potter, which is absolutely amazing. I mean, that never happens. So I went on a mini shopping trip afterwards. I got 2 items which I think you'd probably like. Number 1 is an absolute bargain. Again, it's homeware. It is this bedding set from Asda. Look at it. It's unicorns. So I got this double duvet set. It has a quilt cover and 2 pillows. It says £12 on it, but they had a 20% off sale on selected bedding, so I actually got this for £9.60. I can't wait to sleep in it and be surrounded by unicorns. Next up is this makeup case. It is an iridescent kind of mermaid looking case. It reminds me so much of the Little Mermaid and mermaid scales that I just saw it and I fell in love with it. It was $7.99, so I thought that was a bit pricey just for a makeup bag, but I keep seeing it everywhere, so I thought I'm gonna buy it and it's gonna get used, so I get a nice little shiny mermaid case for my makeup and everything, so it just makes me happy. That's it for today, folks. Stay tuned, you'll see my boyfriend's proposal to me. It's very romantic and the setting was amazing, so I'll post that right after this. Thanks for watching this whole video. Remember, if you liked it, to give it a thumbs up, go over to my channel, Tom's Not Dora, and press subscribe. Oh my god, you guys, check out the awesome bedding. Even Bella loves it.